Eindeloos rondrijden om de juiste tweedehands auto te vinden? Niet meer nodig. Dankzij Auto Hero wordt een auto kopen
67.3 kilograms, fighting out of Uttarakhand and representing Warriors Cove MMA, Abhishek Negi. Ladies and gentlemen, the man in charge of the sound of the bell, Mark Goddard.
I want you to keep yourself protected, listen to me at all times. If I say stop, you stop. Touch gloves. Let's go.
And that's the best thing about Matrix Fight Night. We've got all the veteran referees and officials.
Yeah, we got Herb Dean, we got
Jim
Mark
Perdios,
Goddard,
we've got Ranjit, and a beautiful team who
do you know
ensures...
do you know Mark Goddard and Jim Perdios are actually missing
Do we have
a
a
UFC
queue?
card in Perth
I know about
Do
that.
we have a queue?
I know
We can
about
start.
to come to MFN? That just
No,
shows.
no TV?
That just shows their love for Indian MMA and Matrix Fight Night.
And love for India too.
Let's get started. We've got Abhishek Negi. Oh, that was a slip by Anthony in the white trunks. And we've got Abhishek Negi in the black trunks.
Immediately Abhishek, you can see, I always notice it's the last time we saw Anthony Sayem fight, he was far more aggressive, and now he's staying a little more calm, little patient.
Anthony has had a change of camp as well. He was training at Taiwan Striking Gym in Thailand, and he's also trained in his hometown, which is near Shillong. So definitely he'll bring in some variation. Oh,
Very nice calf kick by Anthony
vicious,
Sayem.
vicious, toxic.
Beautiful, man, those calf kicks are horrible. They can completely hit the nerve and numb your foot. It's, believe me, you don't want to be the end of that. In fact, I was at the press conference, I was just fooling around with the head coach of the champion, Sonam Zomba.
Babaji,
And Babaji's been known for his legendary kicks.
the spinning back kick.
He gave me 30% and that was fun. Back to the action. Both fighters taking again that beautiful calf kick. He can't eat too many of those. And the good thing that CM is taking his time. He's setting it up. He's not spamming them.
Negi charges in, takes him
Good
against the
entry.
cage.
Very good entry by Abhishek Negi. And that was his strategy. Step in, land a 1-2, take some damage if he had to.
Get your hand out.
But
Get
close
your
the
hand
distance.
out, Red. Turn
And
it
this is going to be
backwards.
interesting to see the kind of strategy that CM employs here.
Not going to spill the beans, but Negi has been training at my gym, and this is what they did the entire last 4 weeks. That's what they've been doing, drilling against the cage.
Beautiful. Hooks the leg, takes him down beautifully. Easy work.
Negi controlling Anthony.
This is exactly what he wants to. He's in the right position where he needs to be. Staying top heavy and taking his time. I like the fact that he knows it's a 3-round fight. He's being patient. He's not rushing in and giving up position. And that's one of the things that a lot of camps have learned from the Dagestanis, because a lot of fighters rush in to advance position to, try to finish the fight, trying to get a better advantageous position for landing ground and pound or set up a submission. And I think it's the Dagestanis that taught the world to wait. Wait till you establish control in one
Establish
position
pressure.
before you move forward. So smartly making Anthony carry his weight, smartly making him struggle from the bottom while he holds on to one position. A lot of people don't understand that this is a chess match.
Guys, you got
It
to
is
improve the
a
position.
movement
Come
of
on, more
pieces
work,
at the
please.
right time. So you can't rush in. But you know what? There are very few ground game fans. In fact, I remember some of the fans of MFN last year when Dushyant was fighting, they were cheering guard passes. But that might be a function of Dushyant more than the ground game. Good work getting
Anthony's
back to his feet.
Back on his feet. Oh, is he trying?
Oh, he's looking for a Kimura.
Oh man.
Very sneaky, but that's also it's a trap, because at that point Negi will be more. You can see Negi is not falling for it because he's still holding on to position.
Not the best position.
Oh, but now he doesn't quite have it clean because of the way Negi is moving. You see Negi's moving to his left.
I don't think so. It's easy to give a kimura to lock a kimura.
No, not
at
from this
Negi,
position. He needs to be on his back. He needs to be in open guard, ideally.
Negi has also been training with killers.
So the Nine is out. Is already out. He used the kimura trap to try to reverse position. Again, nice shots now. Landing some good ground and pound. That's the pressure game I'm talking about. And these warriors score, guys. One thing they've done is they've raised the level of wrestling in this country.
Negi's got the underhooks once again.
And again, beautiful body lock now by Negi, and taking his time. He's looking to trip him. He's going to hook the leg and drag him to the ground.
Oh!
Beautifully done. It's just, there's a difference. You can see the difference in the grappling. And 30 seconds to go, but he's not going to like this, because at the start of the next round, if it goes another 15 seconds or so, if it goes to the next round, he's not going to like the fact he's carried his weight for over 3.5 minutes. Not a lot of damage landed by Negi though, but establishing positional control.
What a fantastic round one in this featherweight matchup.
Here we go. That was the entry that allowed Negi to get in. He landed a 1-2, not clean, not pretty, but the minute he got the body lock, sweeps him, takes him to the ground, and a lot of it was positional control. This was the kimura attempt that was made by Anthony CM, but perfectly controlled and reversed by Negi. You can see he's been there multiple times. They must have drilled and practiced these positions. Drags him to the ground again. Total control. Not a lot of damage though. The referee, Mark Goddard, has been a bit lenient with him because he knows he was working towards a position.
A lot of fans in attendance here supporting their favorite fighters. That's Manipuri fans all the way from Manipur supporting. We've got Dinesh Naorem as well as Ariji Naga from Manipur on the card.
Oh yeah, that's true. Round two. A little bit of swelling on the left-hand side of Saim's face. Bit of a redness. That could be some of the shots that he took while getting back up. A few shots on the ground. But like we said, not a lot of significant strikes by Negi. I think Anthony CM needs to explore. He needs to get him to respect his power, because right now they're standing flat-footed in front of each other. Negi is looking to find his entry and close the distance. But he's going to circle around and try to push him up against the cage. CM is looking for...
In the world of split fiction, every captcha is an adventure. But in real life, protecting your privacy can't rely on luck. TerraBox offers bank-level encryption to safeguard your data. Game saves, private files, or precious memories. Everything stays secure. Plus, with Personal Vault, your files get an extra layer of security. You protect the truth.
He's going to try to force the shot out of Abhishek Negi here. He needs to pressure him up against the cage. The further you push a wrestler towards the cage, he's going to force a desperate shot. Oh, nice front kick there. Again, beautiful shot.
Takedown. Oh, looks like he's got the guillotine
here. Can't quite see it. Does he have his hands up? Immediately pulls his head out. And with 3.5 minutes to go.
Negi again with pressure fighting.
It's interesting to see, because we've talked about this in the past where we might have come across as a little critical, but you must understand that even though with great positional control, one must do something from this position, because he spent 2.5 minutes, in half guard in the first round, establishing that control, and we talked about the fact how important it is, but advancing is equally important.
Absolutely, yes, Arjun.
You can see Anthony CM winking into the camera. Negi's staying a little more active now, trying to land some ground and pound. And you can see he's got to turn. Anthony's trying to turn towards the cage, but good job by Negi controlling him. He's got an underhook on his left arm, not allowing him to posture up properly. He's controlling him very nicely from the bottom. Which is stifling a lot of the attacks from Negi here. Now he lets go of that.
I think Anthony's setting up a triangle.
He's let go of that. He's still got that arm. He could roll to turn his hips. Look for an armbar, look for, I don't know, a bunch of submissions here, but I think more right now he's trying to flip him over, try to get, for a second it looked like he had a butterfly, now he's got the butterflies. But the base of Negi is so good, he's heavy.
And Anthony's landing strikes from the bottom.
Yeah, Anthony's staying active from the bottom, which is a good thing, but what I don't like is Negi still holding position. He's trying to get that arm out. Anthony's got very good defense off the bottom. He's holding on. He's got that arm trapped. But up until now he had it. Right now, Negi's opened up here. Opened up here, but again, no real. One of the best examples was Carlos Condit versus Johnny Hendricks. Hendricks took him down, sat in his guard, and got the points. Condit landed strikes from the bottom, didn't score anything. So it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the judges score this.
And that and that's the reason, you know, some of the rules have been changing over the last couple of years.
Good job by
and even referees don't like inactivity.
No, that's exactly why, you know, our Goddard gave him all the time in the world and eventually he stood them up. Same needs to go back to that 1-2. He landed he landed a great combination, and those leg kicks at the start of the fight, those calf kicks did some damage. Oh, he needs to push away, but again engaging so close with Negi, and Negi is so good. The minute he wraps up, grabs a hold of you, it's very difficult to get him off. That sounded wrong.
Well, that was round number 2.
Not a lot of action on the ground, but this is the argument, you know, it's, you could see at the start of the fight where he landed, but this was that shot, immediately, guillotine attempt there, immediately popped his head out. But from this position, this was the majority of the fight. I mean, there were not a lot, there was a good amount of defense from Anthony CM from the bottom, avoided a lot of punishment, but apart from a few strikes, I think nothing of significance from Abhishek. He just held position.
Let's look at the unofficial stats. Anthony with 5 distance strikes, 2 clean strikes, and 21 ground strikes. But again, if you look at Abhishek in round number 2, he's dominated when it comes to ground strikes.
Interesting stats.
I said unofficial for a reason.
Fair enough, fair enough. The crowd seems to be enjoying it as the stadium is filling up. We've got a great card here. 13 fights, 2 title fights in the lightweight division and the female strawweight title fight. Sonam Zamba will take on her second international opponent in the dangerous Maristela Alves. And third round.
Negi charges in, takes Anthony down.
But that's also the argument lies in from the opponent on the bottom as well. Sure, you got taken down, but it's your job to get back up. You know, it's a back and forth. The community has always talked about it.
I mean, true, if you take someone down, you need to transition. You need to make it effective. You need to convert that takedown and score some points.
That's the thing. So it's but the scoring still is, it's still dominant control, it's still aggression, it's still the fact that he took you down, but is it fan friendly? That is a debate that a lot of people need to have. But right now, in terms of control, Abhishek Negi is perfectly controlling this fight. CM though, from the bottom, needs to show a little more urgency. He needs to buck his hips, do something to get out of this guard. Because right now Abhishek is sitting in his close guard. Now open. He's trying to posture up, and CM is doing just enough in terms of defensive control to avoid any real punishment. There you go.
Abhishek needs to pass that guard, get onto the mount.
No, but Abhishek again, he's still holding on to that position. It's not like he's trying to pass guard. He's in his open guard. He can pass if he wants to. He needs to push his leg down and hop over on either side. He can pass to half guard. And that's a very, very open guard from Anthony CM. But he seems content to just sit there. In fact, CM landing some good shots from the bottom, some elbows. He should try to be...
In fact, both these guys are pretty active compared to round number 2. And Mark Goddard taking a closer look.
Well, Mark Goddard is just urging both these gentlemen to push the action here, because now I just wish, you know, CM just tries to push him off somehow. Maybe try to look for, push off his hips, try to create some space. But he's also fatigued carrying, you know, Abhishek Negi's weight. And Abhishek looks like he's close to it. There we go. Now he passes. A little bit of urgency from him now. Anthony's got... Anthony Siem's still got, he's got a loose overhook on the left hand, but he's not really kept. There we go. Mark Goddard's going to have a word with... Oh no, it looked like he was going to resets the action.
Gets them back onto the feet.
With a minute and a half to go, Anthony needs to go for broke. He needs to cut loose.
He needs to go all in.
Be the berserker that we know him for. There we go, 1-2 again, but that's the thing, as soon as you commit.
Don't tell him elbow.
Nice elbows there.
Excellent elbow work by Anthony.
No, he needs to land it like about more of those. Because right now, Negi's in his zone. He's in a comfortable position. No real threat of a submission from Anthony here. Negi right in front of us now.
Negi trying to wrestle. Anthony gets back using the cage.
Again,
Oh!
beautifully done, knocks the hands and just dumps him to the ground effortlessly. I mean, props to the grappling, yes. He's going to do what he has to do to win. And Anthony, on the other hand, is doing his best to try and defend it. He's trying to get back to the feet. And every time.
And that's it. That was round number 3 in this featherweight fight. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how judges have scored the fight. We definitely saw Abhishek
It's very
Negi.
easy. And Abhishek Negi exhausted, sitting in his corner. And I would assume that Anthony CM would be in that position. But
Let's look
you
at the
can see
action.
that was the third round, immediately closes the distance, trips him, takes him down, and spends majority of the time in his guard with a few shots a little more action in the third round in terms of ground and pound. But like we said, Rahul, nothing of real significance, nothing that landed clean, nothing that was damaging. Beautiful takedowns, so beautiful control. And most likely we will see Negi walk away with a win. Great show of respect between corners.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Abhishek Negi.
All right, so Abhishek Negi with another win.
A great job by Abhishek Negi. He tried his best and he controlled the pace. We knew what he was going to do. He was going to outwork his opponent, and that's exactly what he did. Controlled him, stayed top heavy, landed some short shots. Not a lot of ground and pound, but he maintained top control and position and comes away with the W, which is the main thing. And the point of this game, you got to win. You got to win. You got to rack up the wins, set up the record, and maybe one day we'll be knocking on the door for a title shot.
Amen, amen. And in fact, you know, featherweight title is vacant. MFN featherweight title is up for grabs, probably in the next edition. But let's move on to the next one. Another battle between 2 young warriors, graduates of the same university, known as MFN contenders, but from different batches. An upcoming prospect versus 1 fight veteran. This one is going to be promising, Arjun. As debutant, Aman Kumar takes on Abdul Kahaf.
Let's go into the cage with El Coche, Jared Carr.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up, making his way to the cage, Aman Kumar Lahar.
Aman won his contract at the last MFN contenders, and his stellar performance got him here the opportunity to dance under these big lights at MFN 18. Ran his camp at Fight Tribe under coach Kokul Nair and has been training for the last 2.5 years. He's 11-2 as an amateur. Feels that striking is the king and elite strikers can dominate the game. He dropped out of his engineering to pursue MMA as a career. He said as he makes the walk, he's under no pressure. He has been disciplined for the last 2.5 years, and tonight is the big payday that he's been waiting for. Let's look at his keys to victory. He won the contract at MFN contenders. He needs to bring in a lot of right-hand variations. Don't make the right hand predictable, but turn it into a multi-layered weapon. And if the fight hits the mat, don't just control, impose and damage, and work from the top.
Man, some of these kids that are coming on in the contender series are just this entire project. I mean, when Aisha Shroff told me that she's starting a movement, she told me that they were almost, you were there now, you were at the
I've always been there. I've been the biggest advocate of MFN contenders.
And you know, we were talking about it. They were like, I think only like 10 kids got a contract out of like 1,000. That just goes to show the amount of people that want to get to MMA, and that just shows the standard of Matrix Fight Night's roster. They are not going to take just anyone to fill up the slot. They're picking and choosing the right contenders that want to make their mark in the sport.
I mean, look at it, Arjun, only 20 years of age and making his pro debut tonight.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, the Wolf, Abdul Kahaf.
Abdul also won his contract at the MFN contenders in 2023. Made his debut at MFN 15 against Digambar Singh Rawat. Made a mistake, unfortunately got finished in round number 1. However, didn't stop the fight. He's been patient since that day and is battle forced at the gritty ICSA under coach Jitesh Manjan.
I mean, you know, to lose to Digambar Singh Rawat is fine. It's a learning, it's a stepping stone, because Digambar is fighting for the lightweight title. He's the best lightweight in this company. So I think that's only going to help him learn.
Let's look at his keys to victory. Have his range control toolkit ready and keep Lahar at the end of weapons via jabs and front kicks. Predictability gets you countered. Variety keeps you dangerous, Arjun. So he needs to break the pattern and make his clinch entry safe, effective and hard to defend. And he needs to strike into clinch. I mean, he reminds me of Sham Anand. When Sham Anand came at Matrix Fight Night, he fought against Sanjeev Budwar, lost, but then there was never looking back. He went on
Precisely.
Oh man, look at that.
I mean, what are with the...
Aman pulling a Jimayev.
Yeah, first Jalini, now Aman. I mean, did they plan this beforehand? Like, say, the blue corner kids are going to do this, and the red corner kids are going to do this.
Even if it's impromptu, hats off to them.
No, but I love the fact that the confidence in these guys, because, and you know, I mean, I've been a commentator for 15 years, and from the old guard to the new guard, there's been such a transition in this sport. It is just, it fills my heart to see this new generation of fighters who are trained by better camps and have a different level and energy coming in.
Let's look at the tail of the tape for this lightweight battle. 23-year-old Abdul Kahaf takes on 20-year-old Aman Lahar, and Aman's walking into this fight with 7 centimeters of reach advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighed in at 70 kilograms, fighting out of Delhi and representing the fight tribe, Aman Kumar Lahar.
Choose your language and start learning now for free. Download the world's #1 language learning app, Duolingo.
Weighed in at 70 kilograms, fighting out of Karnataka and representing Indian Combat Sports Academy, Abdul Kahaf. Ladies and gentlemen, the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Jim Perdios.
Gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Step back. Let's do it.
Arjun, I've been reading comments, and a lot of Indians comment on Jim Perdios' post saying that he's India's favorite referee.
Yeah.
And he's
You know,
back.
We have
back.
a lot of fun with Jim Perdios because he was known notoriously for the man that stopped the fight possibly early. No, but I agree with the decision. It is what it is, and it's in the past. Excellent referee as we get ready for this fantastic contest between Abdul Kahaf and Aman Kumar Lahar.
Well, it's also exciting to see the advent of new gyms in our country. Excellent head kick by Abdul Kahaf. We've got Aman Kumar Lahar in white shorts, and he takes on Abdul Kahaf in the green and black shorts.
First thing I'm noticing is the length and reach
that
of
Aman brings in.
Aman.
He's got 8 centimeters of reach
Aman,
advantage.
his legs are longer. He's going to use that range. And I like the fact that he's circling. He's going left and right. He's staying away from the power. He's keeping his range, stepping in and out, just like that. Very nice and evasive.
And he's also switching stances. Southpaw to orthodox.
Beautiful.
Charges in,
Beautiful
changes
leg
stance
kick.
once again.
Again, switches stances. Going to look for to go to the body with that. Oh.
Good body shot here.
Called
by
it.
Aman.
He's going to switch back to the orthodox and go back to that leg. Stays. Oh. Both fighters staying calm and patient. But he can't get too predictable though with that same combination. Switches back to the orthodox. Nice shot to the body by Abdul Kahaf. Good solid jab. Oh, beautiful right hand catches him just as he was about to land that leg kick. Good eyes on Abdul Kahaf. He caught him and coming in beautifully.
I like the agility that Aman's got.
Aman certainly also good, but Abdul Kahaf, and you can see the confidence rising there because he's starting to time him slowly. Aman's still finding his range. Had a little bit of success with the leg kicks. I wish he goes back to that though. From the southpaw stance, he had a good left kick to the body. scramble and good recovery from Aman. Again, that straight right. That's what I'm saying. Kahaf has got such good eyes. He's catching him coming in, and every time Aman's stepping in, Kahaf now a little more confident. You can see he's cutting him off.
And he's talking to Aman.
He's not chasing him, but he's cutting off the cage. And every feint he has is getting a reaction out of Aman.
Oh,
Yep, you can hear that cup shot.
unfortunate.
The funny story was in the first fight when my first show with MFN. Let's take a look at that low blow. Let's see where it hit exactly, because it's a inside joke. Here we go. Yep, that looks like it hit the cup. If we can get a better angle at that. Can't quite see from that angle. Here we go. Yep, it looks like it went straight to the cup. And he gets 5 minutes of recovery time.
Pretty
Even groin
unfortunate.
shots suck.
Well, unintentional though.
No,
but
of
as per
course,
the rules,
absolutely.
Aman gets 5 minutes to recover.
So no, the funny story was in fact one of my first shows with Matrix Fight Night,
That was
and it
14.
was Jim Perdios again, and there was a shot. In fact, it was that fight where I think a fighter broke his foot.
Oh
But
yeah,
there
that was Arshian Mehman versus
yes,
Bon Jovi.
I think it was one of the
that
first
was- yeah, that
leg
was-
kicks that hit the groin.
Oh yeah, man, that was
And-
crazy.
And in fact, before the foot break, before Bon Jovi's foot. Okay, let's take a look here. Turning. Yep, absolutely, bang on. That was right on the cup. And Jim Perdios looking. It was on the cup. You can see him smiling at me. So the last time, so he and I went back and forth with an argument, saying, I said no, it was an inside leg kick and the foot slid up. So sometimes with an inside leg kick, the foot hits the inside of the thigh and slides up to the groin because of the movement. But here we go. We are back on. Oh, very nice leg kick there.
We call it Kensuko Togeri in karate. Those axe kicks that chop the knees. Jim Perdios talking to Aman.
Oh no, he's keeping his hands open. He's got to watch out for that outstretched hand. But that's the thing. It's the thing. I think it's more and more the lankier, rangier fighters. With, I mean, the most famous person that's known for it. Is John Jones with his outstretched hands, but Aman doing a good job. And inside leg kick. His movement though, he's moving very smartly, but that little bit of reset has allowed Aman to disrupt the rhythm of Abdul Kahaf, because Abdul was finding a home for that right hand. He had his timing. He was cutting him off. And right now, again, after the break, Aman's got a little bit of movement. He's moving better. He's disrupted that initial rhythm that he had. Again, referee admonishing him for that open hand. And it's the way he's palming out, because the minute Kahaf stepping in, the fingers are outstretched. Interesting fight. Nice body kick from that southpaw stance. Tries to go straight down the pipe with the straight leg, but I've said this about 3 times now. Abdul Kahaf has some great eyes. He's catching him every time. The minute he lands clean. Nice 1-2 by Aman. Calf kick. Oh! Big head kick. Cracks him. Can he recover? Aman's still trying to scramble.
Oh!
Wow.
What a fantastic debut, man! There's a new lightweight in town. His name is Aman Kumar Lahar.
Oh my God.
Oh
my
man!
God. Just as we said, just as I was saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Matrix Fight Night. Don't blink.
Just as I was saying, that, he's setting up. He's perfect in the southpaw position. He was landing to the body over and over again. He switches it up and he goes to the head. And referee Jim Perdios gave his opponent Abdul Kahaf every chance. Abdul tried to recover from that shot, but man, it was clean. It was the head kick which started it off, and you can just see that replay. Bang, head kick. He's hurt, and now the ground and pound immediately. He's trying to recover. He's trying to look for a shot, but I think referee Jim Perdios gave him every chance. Bang, bang, head kick.
Well, that's his gym coach Gokul Nair from Fight Tribe. He promised me that he's going to showcase his striking. That's what he did. You blink, you miss.
No, man, that was beautiful. Props to Abdul Kahaf as well. Both these fighters put on a show here. It was back and forth till up to that moment, that head kick. No, great setup, boom. Beautiful. And of course, this kid is just 20 years old. The sky's the limit. He's a massive lightweight. And he's got the crowd on his side tonight with that spectacular head kick KO. I need to see this replay because the crowd is screaming Aman, and he's screaming into the camera. He's happy. But I need to see the replay again because I want to see the setup.
Wait what the time does.
Here we go. Bang out of nowhere. He was landing to the body. He landed a 1-2 before that. That head kick landed, the ground and pound. I don't think this was just, elementary at this point because those shots, he was hurt enough and you could see that he was so clean. His eyes were gone. He was, he was on shaky legs. But let's go to Jared Kyle to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Jim Perdios called a stop to this fight after 4 minutes and 51 seconds of round 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Aman Kumar Lahar.
Brother, wow! Everyone wanted to see this. सब पागल हो गए थे. वो आवाज जब आई, cut करके. That was incredible. So you say a sweet spot. That was your sweet spot, but there was a lot of silence also before that. So tell me what happened before that moment, before that big sound.
I was setting that up, that's for sure. And
that's why we got a big winner here. Back to the comes, and we'll come back with somebody very exciting. After the next match.
One of the things that you got to say, Aman is right about one thing. He certainly is the future. Absolutely.
Well, what he said is that the tribe is the future. That's the beautiful knockout. And he's giving credits to his coach and his gym, Fight Tribe.
No, it's just the way he did it. It's a spectacular knockout. He took advantage and he didn't let go of that situation. Showed his calmness. Bang! Head kick drops him over and over. And he set it up because he was throwing to the body from the southpaw stance. He threw to the body a couple of times and then you get so used to blocking that body kick and he just switch it up and go to the head. And he set it up perfectly. You can see the elation on his face. They succeeded. He's 20 years old. He's good looking. He's just got a knockout. The world is his oyster because right now he's made his mark on a big stage.
Let's go to the next fight in the flyweight division. A fight that was made just 10 days back. An absolute striker versus grappler matchup featuring 2 undefeated fighters. An absolute barn burner wherein Tornado Azizov takes on the steamroller Dinesh Naorem.
Let's go to El Boche, Jared Kyle for the introductions.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the Tornado, Sunatullo Azizov.
of Russia. A storm is brewing in.
Tried to land over and over on Bish the last time. I mean, it's just something to see. Azizov, when I saw him for the first time, I was a fan. And this kid gives it his all. He's an entertainer, he's a showman. And I can't wait, I'm so excited.
Well, initially he was supposed to fight Clinton, but Clinton had injuries, so he pulled out. And then Dinesh steps up in just 2 weeks' notice. He was fighting in Bangalore. He gets a call from the MFN matchmakers, and that's when Dinesh...
Titan zombies ravaged the land. Survivors fled their shattered homes, surviving in shadowed underground shelters. They hid, scavenged resources, forged fragile alliances. Bit by bit, they grew stronger until the day the final battle loomed. They are ready.
Top game. If he can manage to take Azizov, let's not lie. If he stands in the pocket with Azizov, Azizov is going to piece him up with his kicks at range. But if he can get this fight to the ground, he's going to pull him into his world. He's going to bring that ground and pound. He's going to bring that pressure and possibly get the finish on the man.
Well, definitely, this is an absolute striker versus grappler, wrestler versus MMA kind of a fight.
Let's go into the cage with the introduction with Jared Guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed in at 56 kilograms, fighting Aman. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for the fight, Herb Dean.
Come on, center up. All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves this time.
And the man looks the same. Like I've aged, as you can see, in the last 15
That's so true. Probably we need to tell him. He looks exactly the same.
He looks the same because Herb Dean's Herb Dean and one of the best in the business.
Right here at Matrix Fight Night.
Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ready.
welcome once again.
At Matrix Fight Night.
This is MFN 18 and we are live with the first India versus World fight. We've got Dinesh Naorem in the red corner with black shorts representing India, and he's taking on Sunatullo Azizov in the white trunks representing Russia.
And the first thing that flies off the page is Azizov's activity. The minute he's moving, he's feinting, he's kicking, but I like the fact that Naorem is getting out of his way. He's not landing these inside leg kicks. He's throwing them out there. Beautiful question mark kicks. Turns it into a spinning heel kick. But this was expected because cup. Straight on the cup. And good catch by Herb Dean because he saw that. And Azizov, though, immediately still managed to defend the takedown. Here we go. The reset. Azizov back to work. Outside leg kick, but Dinesh Naorem as well. Return fire.
Whoa!
Big wheel kick. It's going to take a lot more than that to crack Dinesh Naorem. He ate a little bit of it. A lot of it was protected by the glove, but these 4-ounce gloves hardly provide any
Look at those calf kicks that Dinesh is throwing it. Straight onto the lead leg of Azizov.
Dinesh is doing a good job by engaging just enough to set up beautiful body kick on Naorem. And now Azizov. Very interesting. We talked about the fact that despite having a 2-week short notice replacement, Naorem and Azizov. Dinesh scrambling for that single. Azizov showing some great hips here.
Azizov showcasing his anti-wrestling skills. Dinesh.
Very nicely done so far. Gets a hold of Dinesh Naorem's lead hand. He's pushing up against the bicep. He's trying to get wrist control there. And Dinesh with an underhook on the right side is pushing him up against the fence. Trying to pull out that single. But great hips from Azizov. Staying calm in this position. He's got control of Dinesh Naorem's left hand. Good knees. This is a good technical chess match here. Oh, look at that. He's using the visor. Oh, look at that. Reversal. Man, he's going to drain you. You can see he's shaking off his hands there. Oh, big rear kick. That was a slip from Azizov at the end of round number 1. Interesting fight.
Very entertaining round number 1 here between Azizov and Dinesh.
Very interesting. I'm going to take a look at the highlights of it, but you can see the body language in the corners. Dinesh Naorem might be out of gas right now, but look at that. Azizov, the start of the round was interesting because Naorem went toe-to-toe with the kicks. He caught Azizov in a couple of exchanges as well. That was the cup shot that landed, but that heel kick, just the sheer force of it, drops Dinesh Naorem. But the constant scrambles, that was that left hook that landed clean as well. But towards the mid part of the round, the balance and wrestling defense from Azizov was spectacular. Just 8 leg strikes, I don't believe it. Now.
No, that's the target. That's the target. So Sunatullo has thrown 12 head strikes, 11 body strikes.
That's quite a bit, yeah. I would have thought more though. Here we go. Round number 2, Azizov again in the center. Dinesh Naorem is trying to put the pressure. He's going to try to. He has to close the distance with Azizov. He can't. Oh man, inside leg kick again. Single.
Dinesh
good shot by Dinesh Naorem. Just over and over, turns him around. Dinesh Naorem trying his best, jockeying for. He's trying his best to push him up against and jockey for a better position. Both fighters exchanging knees. Azizov complaining that the shot might be a little low. Warning him off an open palm. You know, with the amount of strikes thrown in this fight, time seems to slow down. That inside calf kick, man, is so brutal. You can see his right leg is starting to swell up on the inside. And Azizov slowly taking his time. Nice left hook, catches him twice. But Dinesh so tough. Again, see he's chopping down that lead leg.
From the inside.
Yeah, he's landing those leg kicks. And as, you know, as strong. Again, spins to the body. I think he's going to spin a couple of times to the body and then go for the head. And the left-hand side of Naorem's body as well is complete because of the scramble, and then Azizov controls him and reverses position, but it's just, you know, it's slow, methodical breakdown.
Azizov has a full all-round game.
And Dinesh Naorem trying his best though, you know, props to him.
It's not easy wrestling with Dinesh Naorem.
I mean, you know, he's shrugging him off in the wrestling game. He's landing strikes at will. And, oh, interesting. I want to check these stats. I really want to check these stats again because after the fight's over, I'm going to check it out myself. We'll watch the replay later.
Let's move to round number 3.
2 rounds in. Dinesh Naorem again coming out with a sense of urgency here. He feels like he needs to do. I'm sure his corner must have told him that he might be trailing on the scorecards.
He needs to go all in, and that's what he's doing.
To go for broke. Now he has to do everything he can because he's got nothing to lose from here. I mean, yes, he's going to lose the fight if he allows Azizov to continue the way he's continuing. But he needs to switch it up. He needs to go for broke, swing for the fences. Azizov circling out, danger, staying at range, landing his shots. But man, Dinesh Naorem though, I want to see a rematch with the full camp.
That's going to be interesting because Dinesh definitely, you know, now understands Azizov's game. Azizov's got everything. He's got strikes, he's got anti-wrestling, he's got some excellent wrestling as well.
And not just that, I think this is the first time we've seen somebody hit Azizov cleanly. He landed some good strikes to the body, landed some good leg kicks. Didn't quite catch him, pressured him very well, but I wish he was, you know, that's the thing, on short notice, your conditioning is not what it's going to be when you have a full camp.
Dinesh moving forward like a Terminator, eating low calf kicks, still moving further.
But man, Azizov's movement, his lateral movement is spectacular. I mean, he hits you and he's then nowhere to be found.
Oh, I get ready.
Dinesh Naorem's trying to follow him. Again, getting teed up. You can see how beautifully he's moving in and out.
Massive respect to Dinesh Naorem as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
For stepping up and putting up an amazing fight. He's conditioned. He's actually very conditioned. He's eaten a lot of shots.
No, I wish he was, no, but you know, 2 weeks versus a 3-month camp, that would make a huge difference. And the fact that he's been able to land a little bit on Azizov, it gives me, you know, it's a picture into what might be if there's a full camp. But for now, it's Azizov who's controlling the pace.
But Dinesh still moving forward.
But man, the
oh man, look at the exchange. Dinesh closing in the distance.
No, Dinesh is going for broke here because he knows he has to do what he can do. In this last round, he's got 2.5 minutes to do something to try and hurt Azizov, but easier said than done. And his gas tank is depleting as we speak. The shots to the body are not going to help. To the
Straight
liver.
to the body.
Straight to the liver, man. The heel hit him and like he's built like a tank. I wonder if that even went through, but it's...
Azizov is actually built for 5 rounds.
No, Azizov, I think Azizov trains for 10 because the way he moves, the action, the pace that he keeps, and he knows he controls the pace. You know, when he wants to go fast, he goes fast. I wonder if somebody's going to point to the ground, Max Holloway style, in the last 10 seconds. Let's go, boys.
Oh, flying knee by Azizov.
Just misses with that jumping knee.
He wants the crowd to cheer. Oh, man, massive respect to Dinesh.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at that. Great show of respect by Azizov, raising each other's arms. They know both of these fighters took this fight on short notice. And Dinesh Naorem, man, he stepped up 2 weeks' notice. Pity. Absolutely. I mean,
as you said, Arjun, he's built in for 10 rounds.
But I'm wondering who's going to be, who is he going to be chasing? Yeah, who's going to challenge him next? It's going to be interesting to see. But for now, we're going to go to Jared Kyle inside the cage for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 27-30 for your winner by unanimous decision. The Tornado, Sunatullo, Azizov.
Fantastic, Gulshan brother. Sir, you are right now in the peak of everything. Back on screen also, loving that. But all the bad men were in the cage right now. Experience kaisa lag raha hai MFN 18 ka aapka?
MFN 18.
Yeah.
I first of all like to congratulate Aisha Shroff, Krishna Shroff, Tiger Shroff, and everyone involved with this. This sports endeavor is truly, for me, I mean, it's a wonderful experience. I'm watching so close and personal for the first time. Looking at the enthusiasm and talent of this wonderful sports youngsters. I mean, the very first fight where a young girl was making her debut in the fight.
Yes. Ria and Shalini were there.
Shalini.
Correct.
You know, although Ria won,
yeah,
but Shalini's attitude, Shalini's, you know, drive,
yeah,
everything was amazing. Not that Rhea wasn't good. Rhea won very well. This last fight,
Yeah.
almost everyone, the way of handling things, the way of fighting, the way of handling their opponent is truly, truly, truly something that I have learned and understood. MFN, fight for the first time.
It's a lovely little tongue twister there, but MMA is growing, and the man who's always silently behind, always checking up ki kya chal raha hai bidu, gives the phone call whenever he wants to also. Dada, your support is incredible, and I know that you're the rock behind Krishna and Aisha ma'am. But you know, you also love this so much. बीच में अगर ज़्यादा से ऐसे बात करेंगे बोलेंगे रुक जा यार पहले फ्लाइट खत्म होने दे. तो how are you enjoying the experience today? Also आप कई बार आ चुके हो.
ज़्यादा बोलने को कुछ नहीं है. ये लेडीज का गेम है. मैं तो ऐसे आया है. मैं गेस्ट बन के आया है. असली मेरा औरत और मेरी बेटी. इन लोग का गेम है. It's शक्ति. It's power. Full power.
A title of a film, मेरी बीवी का जवाब नहीं.
पंकज पराशर.
डायरेक्टर भी यहाँ पर है, पंकज पराशर. तो जैकी said, I love this title, मेरी बीवी का जवाब नहीं है.
और मेरी बेटी का भी.
और हमारी बेटी का भी जवाब नहीं है. So honestly, as Jackie very rightly said, both the ladies, Aisha Shroff, Krishna Shroff, of course with tremendous backing and silent participation of Tiger Shroff.
Active fighter Arjun with 3 fights under his name in the last 6 months. He fought at WLF, which is a Chinese promotion, at the beginning of this year, and then in Australia, and this is his 3rd fight in 2026. Him and India go hand in hand. You know, he fought Gaganpal Singh, another light heavyweight from India, at a local promotion a couple of months back. He lost that fight and called it a controversial decision. And tonight, he'll be fighting Sandeep Daya. Let's look at his keys to victory. Now, Kevin has 6 centimeters of reach advantage, and he should be looking at using his reach to land shots. So therefore, use his reach, control geography, dictate pace, make Sandeep fight Kevin's fight, and own the center.
I mean, it's not just the fact, you know, he's got great striking. He needs to use that. He's been spending a lot of time in Thailand. I had a long chat with him. He's been training. He's polished up his Muay Thai, and he says he wants a chance to put on his skill strength. He's built like a brick house. Both these men, both him and Sandeep Daya, I don't know what they weigh tonight. They're definitely heavyweights at this point. But the thing is that he thinks that going to Thailand changed his entire game. He's polished up his striking and wants a chance to show it. But he needs to mix up that striking with wrestling, because Sandeep Daya will do both. He has the ability to take you down and land some ground and pound.
De nieuwe ice cream sandwich van Ben & Jerry's. De perfecte snack.
In 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, I fear 10th Planet guys because they use a lot of rubber guard. He's got 50% finish rate, and he'll be looking at leveling his loss.
Hang on, did you say that he's, you know, a rubber guard, one of the best rubber guard practitioners was BJ Penn. I don't think he can do what BJ Penn did. I mean, no offense to Kevin Church.
You know, there are levels to this game, and there are weight classes as well. This is a light heavyweight division.
Heavy ground and pound. I've seen him fight for over 10 years. This man is an animal. He's gone up to heavyweight. He's gone down to middleweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He holds a professional record, 4 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighed in at 93 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Herb Dean.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You gotta keep it clean. Touch gloves, let's do it.
Right height advantage and but it's you know what, I don't know what Sandeep Daya is going to do, because he's going to come in.
Sandeep's actually ran his camp at ICSA. He shifted to Bangalore. He was supposed to fight another foreign guy called Sole Kasanov at MFN 17, but the bout fell through, and prior to that he settled his long-lasting rivalry with Pavan Man.
Here we go. Of course, who could forget that massive rivalry, Pavan Man. Sandeep Dahiya immediately steps in, nice body kick, swings from that southpaw stance with his overhand left. And Sandeep Dahiya is, you know, it's been so many years watching him fight, but it doesn't matter, man. He's the same fighter that he was. His heart is in every fight. Kevin Church now changing levels.
Tries to go in for a takedown. Sandeep defending it pretty well.
Kevin Church shoots in for the takedown, and Sandeep doing a good job defending. He's got an underhook on the left side. He's going to try to turn that around. Kevin Church doesn't have his hands clasped. Quite have it yet, but interesting approach though, because he didn't waste time striking with him. Set up, he's going straight to the takedown.
It's the cage.
Again now, Sandeep Dahiya turning it around. Kevin, interesting the entire approach of Kevin Church here.
Oh,
no, loses position. Kevin Church on top now.
Landing shots in that position.
Shots again, trying to up that guard. Sandeep again, referee Abdul admonishes him for sticking his toes in. Veteran move. This is going after a leg.
Trying to set up a heel hook.
Yeah, Shogun style. Kevin needs to be careful of the up kick here, but big ground and pound. Big hammer fist. 51 seconds to go. Landing these big shots. He needs to move. Sandeep Dahiya needs to move out of this position here because he's eating some big shots.
That's some heavy elbow work by Kevin.
Oh man, those are some big shots. He needs to move, get out of this position because Herb Dean is watching on less than 30 seconds remain. Might be looking for an Americana here. Got a hold of that, and there you go. Yep, there he's looking for a key lock or an Americana.
Got the Americana.
Oh my God!
Squeezing it in.
Oh my God! It'll be interesting to see. Balance while he was trying to knock that up. Beard, though, by the time he fell over, he lost additional control. Yeah. Sandeep certainly got the better of the striking exchanges in that first round.
Pigs turned into sausages only in games. But in real life, your data deserves better protection.
These guys are breathing heavy, taking nice deep breaths, maintaining their composure. These guys hit very, very hard, so they have to be very careful not to make a mistake.
Sandeep landed a beautiful, heavy body kick on Kevin Church that forced the shot out of him.
Nice inside leg kick by Sandeep. He's doing a good job with his leg kicks. Oh, nice spinning. Just missed it.
And misses.
I know. Just ducked right underneath it.
And Kevin's got a body lock and drags him straight to the mat.
Yeah, Kevin's got some good takedowns, good wrestling. Trains out of Phuket fight, is that correct?
Yeah, he trains out of it. He's moved to Thailand, and well, I was looking forward to a striking clinic, but this has been all grappling, but that's why they call it MMA, I guess.
Right. Well, he obviously knows Sandeep is good on his feet, so he wants to take him down.
We've known Sandeep for what? He's been fighting for more than 12 years in different organizations, and been going up in weight and up and up. At one point, he was doing boxing at heavyweight. Came back down to light heavyweight in MMA. Light heavyweight in MMA. His wars with
Also fought at welterweight. Fought at welterweight.
He fought, can you imagine, from welterweight to middleweight to light heavyweight to heavyweight.
Some nice jiu-jitsu work here by Kevin. Trying to pass the guard of Sandeep. Sandeep doing a good job holding his leg in position, keeping him in like a half guard.
And he doesn't really have a lock. It's a relatively open guard that if Kevin wants, he can pull his leg out. But I think he's looking for that arm. You can see the way he's trying to isolate. He's looking for that Kimura again. He's got his left.
Already got it.
Got a hold of the wrist. He was still not in full side control before he started working on it. And then switches to the straight arm bar. Takes the mount and switches to the straight arm bar. Beautifully done. Great technique by Kevin. Welcome to MFN. Here we go. Let's go to Jared Carl for the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Herb Dean called the stop to this fight at 1 minute and 48 seconds of round 2 for your winner. Submission by Kimura. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Church.
Man, Kevin Chang, methodical, strategic.
Here we are. You know, lots of people keep talking about the growing power of MFN as far as the MMA scene is concerned in Southeast Asia. Was it all that you expected? The crowd, the cage, the atmosphere, was this all that you expected?
Ladies, you put together a hell of a promotion. I'm so impressed. I fought for bigger promotions. I've had the opportunity, blessing to be able to corner from some of the biggest in the world. And honestly, it stacks up against anything I've been to, if not better. Well done, ladies. Well done.
And well done, buddy. Fantastic. You walk the talk. And that's what you call, you know, not everybody needs to be all big and muscular, but in his weight division, this looks like a class apart. Kevin was fantastic. And like he said, लोग पूछते ना MFN इतना बड़ा क्यों है? जब बाहर के fighter आके बताते हैं आपको, when they've been fighting in America and all over the world, you realize the level that you've gone at, and that's what MFN has taken Indian MMA and MMA in Southeast Asia too. So that's why after this fight, keep this in mind.
What a fantastic win by Kevin Church. But let's move on to the next fight. The Lucky Seven. Two young guns collide, another graduates of MFN contenders, and they add more muscle to the stacked featherweight division at Matrix Fight Night. We've got Manoj Yadav taking on Ariji Basy.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up, making his way to the cage, Basy Ari.
Fresh off a dominant run through the last MFN contender.
Remember that because that's the last fight I saw of his, and he put on a striking clinic and walked away with the finish. He's got good heavy hands, great kicks, and more importantly, he's got a cool, calm head. It's going to be so interesting to see what strategy he employs against his opponent Manoj Yadav, who's also got good striking. He's also got a good striking. He's a dynamic.
At just 24 years of age, a product of grit, grind, and the MFN Contenders 2023 stage. Manoj representing Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. He's a young fighter with an old school mindset. Made his professional debut at MFN 16, taking on Rajesh Pujari and walking away with a composed decision victory. I mean, since then he's been building, evolving, and proving that he belongs. Let's look at his keys to victory. Timing over speed. He needs to stay relaxed, choose his moment, and mix it out with his weapon. Look to counter, make offense and opportunity, and also mix in his...
They're all from the same country, and they of course have the same pride. But here we go to the tail of the tape, my friend.
Well, this is a featherweight fight, an absolute level match. We've got two fighters, 24 years of age, height 177 centimeters, weighing in the same, and their style is MMA. We've got Manoj Yadav in the red corner.
Wait. 2-3 मैच पसीना होता है.
Basy Ari in the blue corner, representing Manipur.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 65 kilograms, representing Manipur and fighting out of Warriors Cove, Basy Ari. On his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighed in at 65.8 kilograms, representing Uttar Pradesh and fighting out of Mutant MMA, Manoj Ladies and gentlemen, the man in charge of the sound of the bell, Mark Goda.
Great fight night so far. 6 fights down, 7 to go. It's fantastic. I can't believe it. But title fights to look forward to. Jason, as Jason's been, part of the lightweight division, he's been a former fighter, and Manoj and Basy are taking down each other. For the first time in MFN history, we're going to be filling the lightweight title fight, the vacant belt. I mean, that's
what a start.
Basy in the white immediately steps forward.
With a jumping
Very
knee.
Masvidal style.
Jumping knee. Jumping, flying knee. No touch of the gloves. Oh, nice inside leg kick, but a good counter straight down the middle.
Manoj has some very good hands and heavy hands.
Yeah, these guys are moving really well. Both guys stay on the outside, feeling each other up.
Stepping in with a side kick to the thigh.
Yeah, Basy's got some major explosive movements. Like
a very creative striker.
Yeah, very explosive, very dynamic. It looks like we got a southpaw versus an orthodox again, right?
Yep, southpaw, basically southpaw, but switches stances. He lands a very good body kick from the southpaw stance.
Both these guys are taking their time. They're touching each other.
Good movement by Basy.
यो पछिको कति 3 म्याच पछि आउँछ के त्यो हो
biggest thing that stood out was his distance management. He steps in and out of range beautifully.
तर अझै टाइम छ के अगाडिको सेड्युल यो भइरहेछ त्यही कहाँ सुरुमै कहाँ देखाउँछु पनि त्यस्तो म्याचहरू 4 म्याच पछि देखाउँछ कि लिस्टमा देखाएर थियो अब भनेको यो पछिको 3 म्याच पछि देखाउँछ 3 म्याच पछि हुन्छ हाम्रो नेपाल र इन्डियाको Yuki Angdembe
doing a really good job.
On paper, both these guys are good strikers. It promises to be a good stand-up contest.
We got Manoj really working the body.
Oh, front kick by Basy. These guys are fighting at a very, very quick, fast pace.
Yep.
So.
And you can hear the crowd getting into it now. They're chanting. Nice combo. Misses though.
Basy stepped out earlier to just warm up. You could see the crowd erupt as soon as he came on. He's certainly the short Belfort with that front kick. And
Arjun Jason, trivia here. Ariji Basy stood up at the last moment. He replaced Kumar, and he puts up a fantastic show here.
Yeah, Machida did the same. Anderson did it with the rear leg. Machida did it with the lead leg, and there was more of Machida's kick to Randy Goodall. But I mean, how wild is that to come out here and to land a front kick to the face knockout? But Jason, you pointed out right. Was he in the middle of showboating?
He was, see it again. Exactly. He was in the middle of showboating.
And gets hit.
And that's when he got caught.
Jesus Christ, he got knocked out. Incredible finish. We knew he had finishing power. We knew he had that
Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Mark Goddard called a stop to this fight after 2 minutes and 20 seconds of round one. For your winner, by knockout, Basy.
You hear it, you see it. That was fantastic. You came in like a real quiet monk, and then you just delivered the blow, Basy. You've got a fantastic tournament team as well. You've got a great support staff. Let's talk about them.
I'm working with the best team across the country, best partner, training partner, and best coaches across the country. I cannot lose. I cannot afford to lose.
And you've got the support of the people, the fans. The moment you come in, they were cheering. So a big shout out to all the fans.
Half of them came to watch me.
Yeah, and you delivered a knockout, buddy.
I want to send a quick message to my back at home, Manipur. Guys, Maite, cookies, Nagas, it does not matter, guys. Let's not fight anymore, guys.
It's one of the most unique ways to finish a fight. Very few people in the world, in all of combat sports, have ended a fight by a front kick to the face. And holy, it's going to take me some time to get over it, but
With this, Arjun, let me steal the moment. Let's move over to bout number 8. Banger of a fight in the bantamweight division. The winner might get a chance to their hands at the vacant MFN bantamweight title as the Asian Viking takes on gritty, headstrong Sahil Rana.
And for the introductions, let's go inside the cage to the El Poche, Jared Kyle.
Ladies and...
In every conceivable organization, like Raul said, from road to UFC, one Stripe, to one Lumpini, to Arbit organizations all across the world. One thing stays common though, the Asian Viking has 100% finish rate. He's finished all his fights, one of the most dynamic, creative strikers, but anywhere this fight goes, I find that he has an advantage. He's got a hell of a fighter in front of him, but man, he's got great KO power. Absolute warrior and beast. And welcome to Matrix Fight Night.
Yes, Arjun, he's got 8 wins, 4 losses to his career with 100% finish rate.
And his opponent, Shivai Sahil Rana.
Hailing from Himachal Pradesh, Sahil Rana, also known as Shivai. Arjun, this guy has been on a tear in the bantamweight division. He's one of the most experienced guys at the MFN roster with a total of 10 wins, 1 loss. His own Rana taking on 25-year-old Peter Daniso. Sahil's got 8 centimeters of reach advantage. Sahil's the same, and this is going to be in India versus Thailand.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He holds a professional record of 8 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighed in at 61 kilograms, fighting out of Carlson Gracie Phuket and Supergirl Jarun Sak Gyms, representing Thailand, Peter, the Asian Viking, Daniso. And his opponent fighting stands 5 feet 8 inches is tall, weighed in at 61.20 kilograms, representing Himachal Pradesh and fighting out of Warriors Cove. Make some noise for Sahil Shivai Rana! Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for the fight, Jim Perdios.
Times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, step back, let's do it.
Peter Daniso and MFN. This is a great fight, and Sahil Rana is the right person to welcome him.
He's a dynamic striker. He's pretty hard to read, harder to hit. Always one step ahead with his Muay Thai roots.
And with that kind of experience to come in with a 100% finish rate is spectacular. It's going to be an interesting test for Sahil Rana. Will he ruin the welcoming party for Peter Daniso? Or will Peter do what he does best?
Peter with low kicks. We've got Peter Daniso in white shorts representing Thailand, and he takes on Sahil Rana in the green and black shorts representing India. And Sahil Rana with a takedown attempt.
Immediately
takes him
looks
against
for
the cage.
Takedown, but this early in the fight, Peter Daniso is just staying calm.
I mean, Peter has 5 TKO wins to his name and all in round number 1 with 3 submission wins. So there is a high probability that he's looking forward to either submit Sahil Rana or knock him out.
And look at those hips, beautifully done. He's sprawling so well against the cage. He's not allowing, but now Sahil Rana has got a hold of a single, beautifully done, drags into the ground, but back to his feet immediately is Peter Daniso. Peter again trying to circle out. Sahil Rana stuck to him. I can't quite see if he's got his body locked up. No. Peter Daniso doing a good job of securing that underhook and turning it around. Nice knee to the body and return fire from Sahil Rana.
Sahil going in for a takedown again.
This is a good chess match, jockeying for exchanges against the cage.
Sahil pulls him up. Welcome to Himachal Airlines. Bangs him down. I mean, that's intelligent fighting. Sahil took him to his corner.
Yep, he put him down from his corner, but Peter Daniso again back to his feet.
Sahil is an amazing grappler. He's got ADCC titles to his name, and Coach Ashwin Hoon in his corner. I mean, he's a blue belt in Hoon Jitsu. Peter with the foot stomp. Tries to trip Sahil Rana. Sahil with the knee. I mean, interesting cage
It's a
fight.
very interesting fight here because Peter Daniso, they're going back and forth with these exchanges, these clinch battles. And it's just,
5 minutes, and then if the fighter feels good, we start.
Yep,
If
Peter
not, then-
Daniso
okay,
back
perfect.
at it immediately. But you know what that does sometimes is disrupt the rhythm that was going on for a fighter, because we saw that previously. It happened, a groin shot that happened, and it completely disrupted the rhythm
Nice
for the
shot.
rest of the round.
Great timing. Almost got the takedown.
Deep
shot
single.
in there. Great defense.
No, man, Peter Daniso's defense has been on point here today.
Yeah, he shot it and he went full force with that, Rana, but wasn't able to take it down.
But man, Rana as well, he's...
Choose your language and start learning now for free. Download the world's #1 language learning app, Duolingo.
If you just stay here,
The minute he gets him...
A nice knee again there by Peter, a couple knees, and that's the round over. Good job, you guys, well done.
That's a good way to slow down a rabid wrestler, a couple of hard knees to the body.
Sahil went in for that single leg takedown and wouldn't let go. He just tried his best to take him down, but Peter just too strong, too good here. This takedown attempt, but doesn't get it. Peter backs up to the wall, uses the cage. Rana still trying to go for that single leg, gets it finally, but Peter stands right back up, and
And this
here
was
we go
he
for a rider on
wrapped
the
his
cage,
hands
yeah.
down here, slammed him in front of his corner, but Peter immediately back to his feet. Changes levels, looking for that takedown.
Yeah, Sahil ducked under the 1-2 combo of Peter, timed it quite well, but once again drives him straight to the cage.
And Sahil's doing a good job. He's tenacious with that single leg.
yeah.
He's
He's really
gas
nice.
tank for days.
Peter's got those nice short elbows. He times them really well.
And
finds an
the
opening
minute
every time.
Peter has you up against the cage, it's that Muay Thai that shines out so beautifully.
Yeah, those elbows are
Oh,
deadly.
just
Those
missed
elbows
with
are
deadly elbows.
Rana's doing a really good job.
Oh, he's cut him.
Yeah, I
Rana's
think
cut
Rana's
with that elbow now.
Yep, that last elbow hurt him. He's got a little cut on his nose. Peter
now
working now. Peter working now.
Now Peter now is looking.
He's putting on the pressure. He's got Rana on the back.
I think Rana might be a little hurt because of that last elbow. You can see he's backing up in a weird way.
No, he's hurt for sure.
And now Peter Daniso sees that takedown coming.
Yeah, he knows anytime he swings, Rana's going to go for the takedown.
And he's just turning it around.
Nice.
They see Jason is starting to bleed out of his mouth.
Here's the elbow.
Starting to get a little tired. It's a frenetic pace to keep. Again, stuffed. And Peter Daniso with that wrist control.
He's doing a good job of rotating and spinning out.
Is those knees to the body as well, which are starting to land.
Rana looks a little tired on the back foot, breathing kind of heavy.
Yeah, he's suddenly gotten a little slower. His last 4-5 shots have been stuffed by Daniso. Beautiful calf kick. Oh, big knee up the middle.
Wow. He timed that leg kick really, really well, dropped him, and then caught him with a knee as he stood up. Great combo by Peter. Peter's very smooth. Peter's very slip there, but that slip can cost you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. He just slipped for a second, and props to Sahil Rana for taking advantage of that position.
Not too much time left in this round, though. A little bit less than a minute. Let's see if Rana can do something from this position, or if Peter can survive the round.
Oh, look at that beautiful
we got two hooks
in. Both the legs in. He's got the hooks in.
Bij Ben & Jerry's hebben we nu de perfecte cookie dough snack in de vorm van een ice cream sandwich. We hebben onze klassieker cookie dough proberen te overtreffen en ontdekten dat we gewoon meer koekjes nodig hadden. Een boterheerlijk koekje erop en eronder. De nieuwe ice cream sandwich van Ben & Jerry's. De perfecte snack.
Well, I think that he's been tapped out a few times before.
Change his position, reverses him, but Sahil's base is so strong. Oh, beautiful knee to the body.
Nice. Are we allowed to do the knee to the head now at 3 points?
No knees. It's still illegal.
Excellent finish to that round.
The only difference is 6 to 12 is new.
The 6 to 12 elbow, yes.
Head going up, going down, putting together some nice combinations and some great wrestling defense.
Third and final round. You know, I'm not the judge, but I think.
Do you think Rana will switch up his game up? Do you think Rana will switch up his game?
I was just about to talk about it. That I think Sahil Rana needs to switch up that game, because if I was his corner, I wouldn't lie to him.
He's got to switch it up a little bit.
Immediately, Daniso, no space, steps in. Beautiful
nice
body kick.
When Peter throws those kicks, he's throwing everything at him. He's not holding anything back. He's throwing to break his leg.
No, it's that beautiful technique. His scorecards, it looks like a shot of, you know, it's...
Nice elbow, that hurt him.
It's an old saying that a striker pressuring a wrestler is a shot of desperation. He's forcing the shot out of him.
Peter putting the pressure on. He's stalking him. He's just walking him down. And when he's throwing him.
Body. And return fire by Rana.
Both fighters going back and back.
And in this position, now leaning on Rana a little bit, landing those short shots in the clinch, little uppercut there. Dirty boxing by Peter Daniso. Levered left leg.
Rana almost got a head kick of his own.
Beautiful knee by Daniso.
Yeah, he walks right into that knee.
But the chin on Rana, man, he's in such good shape.
Ooh, nice straight jab down the middle by Rana. Peter eats it like a champ, though.
And Peter right now is just walking him down because that knee just misses with the elbow. But it's those knees to the body that has slowed down Rana significantly. Again, body kick. And it's just a small slip.
Yeah, it's really slippery in there. These guys are slipping a lot. I'm not sure what's going on.
The base is sweaty as well, and it's hot here. It's New Delhi in the summer.
Peter on the full offensive here. Nice body shot.
Those elbows and the short shots.
Nice. Ooh, tries to get an uppercut.
Dirty boxing.
Both these fighters look a little bit tired here. They're all.
Peter certainly the fresher of the two, though. Still walking him down. Still able. I mean, the takedowns don't have that kind of. The shots don't have that kind of pep anymore.
Yeah. Ooh, nice
straight left.
Yeah, he's baiting him. He's baiting him.
Oh, look at that.
He's baiting him.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice pullback. But Peter woke up with that jab. Otherwise, he was just walking down, you know, without any defense. But he got caught a few times and they woke him up. But once again, we got Rana straight in for the legs, trying to get the takedown.
I mean, Daniso got back right up. So, you know, in the judges' scorecards, especially with the new rules, there we go. Just as I said it.
Would you count that as a takedown?
No, because there was no control from that point. He took him down for a second, and in half a second, it's like, remember the days when Jose Aldo was taken down? Like, you took him down for a split second.
Now, interesting, we've got Peter slowing down slightly.
10 seconds remaining in the fight. I want to see one of these guys do a Max Holloway and point to the ground.
Let's see. Ooh.
Again, in top position now is Peter Daniso, but great effort by both these men. A great technical fight.
Yep.
Sahil, Rana, and Peter Daniso.
Peter definitely put the pressure on Rana. Rana had a simple game plan. Tried to take him down, but was unable to. Peter was just too good. Kept the fight on his feet in the clinch range where he's the best. Muay Thai, knees, elbows, put together a nice striking clinic, and I think he took the fight.
Beautiful. And in that second round, he really got a chance to showcase his skills. He showed some great striking, he showed some great wrestling defense, and those elbows and knees to the body. Sahil Rana, though, an absolute gamer. He came in shape. That wrestling is suffocating. Did his best to stifle the game plan of Peter Daniso. But I guess we'll have to wait for the judge's decision. Great fight, 3 rounds of, it shows the level of the sport now, because a lot.
De nieuwe Heinz Zero. Zonder toegevoegde suikers en zout, met meer tomaten.
Total of 82 strikes.
More foreigners, Raul and Jason, have started to notice the level of MMA in MFN in India. I mean, you and I have been there since the beginning of the sport, and from that point, from 12 years ago to come here now.
Well, an absolute test of durability versus dynamic striking. Let's look at the unofficial. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh,
that's the back
got
flip.
it. I'll still give it to him, man.
No, he nailed it. It's perfect. Interesting, and a great win for Peter Daniso. Welcome to MFN.
The Asian Viking is actually a nightmare in the bantamweight division, but let's move over to the next fight, which is in the flyweight division. At MFN 17, Rabi Panchri took out Sagar Thapa of Mutant MMA, and tonight, Aminder Bish steps in with one mission, vengeance for his teammate.
Let's go to Jared Carl for the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up, all the way from Germany, Rabi Panchri.
Here comes Rabi Panchri, a 27-year-old out of Germany representing Munich MMA.
But the point is, as I'm trying to make, is that he's a showman, he's entertaining, and he reminds me a little bit of Merab Walishvili, if I'm not right. Doesn't he look like him?
Well, yes, he definitely does.
He's got the same pedigree of wrestling as well. He's got such a good, well-rounded game. It's an absolute treat to watch.
Rabi walks in with 9 centimeters of reach advantage, and he should fight long, stay strong, and force Aminder to take risks to reach him. I mean, yesterday we saw it at the press conference. He literally pulled up.
I mean, that was a bit of a power move, according to me.
He ran into the tornado. Sunatullo Azizov, who put on a striking clinic and handed Aminder his first
yes,
loss.
that's true. I remember. You know, one thing I got to say to Aminder Bish, last fight was Azizov. This fight is Rabi Panchri. One thing you can say about Bish, he is not shying away from a challenge. In fact, he's taking on one of the toughest tests of his life against Rabi Panchri. He has heavy hands. He needs to put that work. He needs to gain the respect of Rabi Panchri early on by showing him the power. Take control of this fight. It's going to be interesting to see what strategy he employs here.
I mean, Aminder showcases a 66% finish rate, and he just doesn't fight to win, he fights to end it. And that's what we saw at previous 2 fights prior to him fighting Sunatullo Azizov. Let's look at the tale of the day for this flyweight showdown, wherein we've got India versus Germany. 27-year-old Aminder Bish, representing India, takes on Rabi Panchri, representing Germany. And Rabi walks in with approximately couple of centimeters, I should say. I mean, 9 centimeters.
That's it.
9 centimeters.
Let's go to Jared Khan for the introductions.
Blue corner, he stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed in at 56 points. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for the fight, Herb Dean.
That fight's gonna bring
Gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves. Let's do it.
MMA versus Munich MMA, and we've got India's own Aminder Singh Bish in the red corner with black and green shorts, and he takes on Rabi Panchri in the blue corner,
sizing each other up. Nice inside leg kick for Bish.
Rabi throws in a right hand.
Rabi trying to get his back off the fence. I mean, they're doing a good job.
Aminder throws in 1-2.
Rabi ducks under. It's going to be interesting to see what strategy he employs here. Rabi dives for a single leg. He's going to sweep that leg and try and take him down. Back up to his feet is Aminder Bish immediately, but Rabi's got a lock on his body. He's got a body lock from the back. Slowly kneeing. Short shots to the legs of Aminder Bish. Aminder doing a good job trying to land some elbows, trying to break the grip of Rabi Panchri. And that's one thing about Rabi though, he's constantly working. He's got a fantastic gas tank and he finds these creative ways to stifle his opponents. You can see that he's grapevine that leg on the right side.
And he's controlling.
And beautifully controlled. He gave up the body lock, switches back to the single. He's going to sweep that rear leg, switches it up again. Small uppercuts and try to spin for a moment. Big right hand by Aminder. And Rabi Panchri got caught with that. Dives for the takedown.
Heavy shots by Aminder.
Big shot by Aminder. Rabi though recovering. Immediately slows the pace down, gets a body lock. Again. And look at that. Just look at that. Oh, he's holding the... No, come on. He's going to... Herb Dean's going to dock a point. Yep, called it. Herb Dean takes away a point, which was guaranteed would have been a takedown. He held the cage, and he's going to reset them in the same position. Let's see if Rabi tries the same move again. Again, those shots. The back of the knees, hooks that leg. He's trying to drag him to the ground. Big body lock and slams him. Suplex. He's going to try back. Good job. Again slams him. He's got a lock on that body and he's going to keep holding on to it. See that he's trying to kick his legs out from the back underneath him. Swinging.
Oh man.
Oh, both these men are brawling now. Not yet. Yeah. But Aminder Bish slightly slowing. It's Ken gets caught with that right hand. And he's caught him a couple of times with that right hand now.
Knee by Aminder.
Return fire by Rabi. But I think Aminder's got the heavier hands. And that's the end. Great round. Incredible action. Let's take a look at the highlight. There was a point. Let's remember one thing. This round, there was a point deduction. So even if the judges scored in the favor of Rabi 10-9, it becomes a 10-8 round because of that 1 point deduction. There was a blatant cage grab here. It was that relentless body lock of Rabi Panchri. He switched. Exchanges though is where Aminder found a little bit of success. Rabi in the clinch, the more effective fighter. Yeah. Bish has got some heavy hands. He cracked Rabi in the first round, but this is what I'm talking about.
Right.
The minute Bish makes even the tiniest mistake, Rabi's got a brutal body lock on him.
Yep.
And he's been great minding.
Yep. But he's got to be careful of turning away. You don't want to spin away from your opponent. That's why he's getting his back taken so much.
Bish is limping, throws in big shots.
Those 1-2 combos going straight down the middle are working for Bish.
Yeah, Bish has heavy hands. The minute he's landed, whatever he lands is hurting Rabi. But Rabi is so well conditioned that he's managing to take those shots and turn it around.
Bish does a great job of slipping that left straight or left hook and then coming over with a nice right of his own. See that? Every time he jabs, every time Rabi jabs.
Jab by Rabi. That's what I'm saying. He can't brawl with him. And Rabi Aminder does a good job of cutting off the cage as well because he's got him where he needs him. He's trying to land he's trying to find his shot.
Yeah, these guys are really taking their time, picking their shots. Nice straight. Ooh. Swinging. He wants to get off the cage. He doesn't want to fight against the cage. He should move.
Yeah, Rabi is trying his best to circle out.
Bish is doing a good job of cutting him off.
And Rabi again dives for a single, and he gets a hold of that toe.
Takes a couple of shots to the face, but still keeps control of the leg.
That's his toughness. He's, you know, he eat a couple of those shots, but he manages to complete it. And even though he's got him pinned up against the fence here, eventually working towards referee admonishing
nice elbow.
Bish for holding.
Bish with a little reversal of his own.
Yeah, but it's again for the majority of the round, it's been Rabi who's been scoring points in this type of wrestling game. And just back and forth, Aminder Bish is waiting for those moments for striking, but when he had those opportunities, I wish he'd let go a little more.
10 seconds left here. Let's see if Bish can do something from this position. Finally, he's off the cage. Let's see if he's going to work or if he's just going to stay here. All right, do it in the third round.
And it's interesting how this fight plays out because a point deduction is huge, you know? So a 10-8 round becomes, a 10-9 round becomes a 10-8 round, and that in the eyes of the judges as well.
Third and final round, here we go. They touch their gloves. Let's see if Rabi continues to go for the ground and pound and the grappling. And this is the third round, so they do have to kind of conserve energy a little bit, but still they don't want to leave anything in the tank. Bish is doing a really good job of pushing the pressure.
Yeah, he's cutting off the cage very well, but I just feel he's not making the most of his opportunities because he's got him up against the cage. He's not being able to, he's supposed to, and in
wow,
this case,
here we go, we got to take down.
Man.
And look how smooth that was, effortless.
Beautifully
just effortless. Look at now, he takes it back, how smooth. He's so smooth with the back.
Man, now this is a bad spot because now he's got one hook in. He's got the second hook in as well. And if he's going to make Aminder carry him, or he's looking for a body triangle from here. He's looking for a, he's got it. He's got a body triangle from the back. This is very, remember Charles Oliveira?
This is a good position for him to be in, especially this late in the round.
Yeah.
Puts a lot of pressure on his opponent. Bish has to do something.
And he's going to make him carry him.
He's going to want to try to turn into him, if he can.
That's the body lock. It won't let him turn into him that easily. And Rabi's got, you know,
he's trying to create some angles so he can maybe do some elbows or maybe back fist, something to kind of get.
No, but he's being smart by, you know, defending the choke because right now he's got, Aminder had wrist control a moment ago. Because now is where it gets interesting because if Rabi starts slowly peppering the body and working upwards.
Right. Well, Rabi's doing a good job here, keeping position. Bish needs to do something. He's just pushing on the hands. He needs to try to turn in.
And maybe try to shake him off. Maybe
some
slam
elbows,
him.
like a slam or something. Oh, now he's out.
Let's go of that. And
I think Rabi's legs gave out first. Look at, see how he spreads the legs? He uses his legs like arms almost.
Yes, he kicks them out.
He uses his legs like
Here
arms.
we go.
Wow. Bish got a reversal. Bish is finally on top.
That's going to be interesting to see what he can do from this position, because he's got 2 minutes left in this third and final round. And this is where it gets interesting. Does he have enough in the tank to be able to capitalize from this top position?
He should try to make a little space so he can do a little ground and pound. If he stays too close on him like that, there's no space to do any ground and pound.
And you can see Rabi's got a butterfly on the left side. He's going to elevate his hips and try to flip him over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wants.
Lords Mobile, play now.
Reverse.
I mean, Rabi's so elusive on the ground. Allowed a knee in that
close.
position.
It was very close. Almost got reversed there. But I just think Rabi's a little tired right now. Rabi looks tired.
Yeah, Rabi is a little tired. I mean, it's an exhausting pace.
Last 20 seconds, the crowd is really coming alive here. They like to see their boy Bish on top. Let's see if Bish can do something for this position. Can he get the back himself? Oh, will Bish get the back?
Oh, he shakes him off. 10 seconds left in this fight.
Crucial move there by Rabi.
Effectively. But I guess at this point, Bish didn't have enough in the tank to capitalize on those positions. That's the end of the round where he got reversed, he got shaken off. It's going to be interesting what the decision is, especially with that point deduction. I mean, we know.
Let's look at the bout stats. Rabi dominating the total strikes, 81 against 67. However, it's Aminder who's dominating when it comes to power strikes. But as always, and as we saw, Rabi dominating with ground control. Let's see if Rabi scores a win here, and if he goes home with 2-0 against Mutant MMA.
I mean, you know, I'm not a judge for a reason. That's a little bit of a...
That's why you never want the fight to go to the judges. You can't complain. You can't complain. If you let the fight go and you don't finish your guy, that's on you, my man.
I mean, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not a judge, but that's something that I need to rewatch.
रुक जाओ आजा बाजी. What a fight. और बहुत सारे लोग बहुत कुछ बोल रहे थे, लेकिन बाजी ने एकदम साइलेंट रखा था. आपके जो जर्मन अपोनेंट थे, उन्होंने बहुत कुछ बोला, दूसरे को बारे में भी बोला, आपके बारे में भी बोला. और आपने क्या बोला था, जो भी होगा केज में देखिए. रिलीफ महसूस होता है या फिर अंदर से? मुझे तो पता ही था, अब सबने देख ही लिया.
सर, हमें तो पहाड़ चढ़ना है, ये तो बस सीढ़ियाँ हैं. लोग क्या बोलेंगे, कुछ बोलेंगे, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. कोई तारीफ करे, चाहे कोई मुझे गाली दे, मैं सेम रहता हूँ. हमारे कोच ने हमें न्यूट्रल होना सिखा रखा है. ट्रेनिंग के साथ साथ हमारी मेंटली भी ट्रेन होती है एकेडमी में. थैंक यू ऑल.
थैंक यू ब्रदर. लोग कहेंगे कुछ तो, लोगों का यही काम है भाई, आगे बढ़ता है और रिजल्ट दिखाना है. यही ब्रदर ने दिखाया और यही हमारा होना चाहिए एमएमए की. यही एक उसूल और एमएफएन का भी. ओवर टू द कॉम्स.
With this, let's move on to the double-digit bout number 10. A rivalry that refuses to cool. Arjun, Jason, everyone's so pumped up, so excited for the next fight.
I know.
Because India versus Nepal ignites again. The so-called poster boy of MFN versus the poster boy of Soma MMA. Fan favorite Baghi Mandeep takes on Nepali sensation Beast from the East, Yuki Angdembe. Let's make it official, Jared.
To the fans from Nepal, Yuki Angdembe.
Well, it all started when Coach Dinesh called out Mandeep and said that MFN has been saving their poster boy Mandeep Baghi from good and strong opponents. He matched him against Yuki of Nepal, who's training out of Soma MMA. I mean, Yuki officially started fighting a decade back, has a dozen of amateur fights before turning pro in 2021. His first fight was at Cage Warriors. Interesting to note that Yuki made his professional MMA debut the same day Mandep made his MFN debut, and that was MFN 7. First round TKOs and one second round submission win.
You know, the first time I saw Yuki Angdembe fight, I can't wait.
I mean, we last saw him at MFN 13, wherein he choked his opponent in round number 2 to get a win. He's pretty active in his career. Last fought this February, and Yuki has a better... Mandep Bagi Prajapati needs no introduction, and he accepted the fight the moment it was made and the moment he was called out. Originally scheduled in the bantamweight division, however, unfortunately, Mandep missed weight once again. Not by a small margin, Arjun. 2.3 kilograms over the limit. And at that point, the fight hangs in the balance. But credit goes to Yuki and his team. They decide to move forward under a strict rehydration clause.
I'm sorry to interrupt now, but have you seen what's going on around?
Yeah, but that's the truth. And for the first time in the history of Matrix Fight Night and Indian MMA, a rehydration clause was agreed between two different teams, between Mandep's team as well as Yuki's team. And the clause was that Mandep must not exceed 68.5 kilograms as on the fight day. Let's look at the tale of the day. 26-year-old Mandep Prajapati representing India takes on 27-year-old Yuki Angdembe, and Mandep brings in 3 centimeters of reach advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He holds a professional record of 7 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighed in at 61 kilograms. Fighting out of Soma Fight Club and representing Nepal, make some noise for Yuki, the Gorkha Angdembe! One draw. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighed in at 63 kilograms. Representing Uttar Pradesh and fighting out of the Fight Tribe, make some noise for Mandep Bagi
Prajapati, you weren't kidding about the striking because this is the most I've seen Mandep strike.
Yep, set up that quite nicely. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. See if he can finish it. Yuki's trying to reverse.
Good job by Yuki defending.
And there we go, we got a reversal.
Looking to land a takedown of his own. And you can see his coach screaming.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
Here we go. Oh, he tried to grab
nice
the fence
reversal.
there.
I love the way he switched the angle, moved one way, then switched the other way.
Beautifully done.
Throw Mandep off balance. Now he's in a good position.
And immediately. Now this is a different thing because Mandep is usually the one who's in top position, controlling the pace of the fight. Sometimes a lot of heavy wrestlers are not used to fighting off their backs. Yuki though is fantastic on top and on bottom. He's got so much experience. He comes in with so much of international experience.
Mandep's doing a good job working his way up. Back.
He's asleep. He put him to sleep. Yuki Angdembe very nicely sets up that choke. Oh man, he beautifully got the dash, snuck in the dash choke and put his opponent to sleep. Great fight, great performance.
Very, very good fight. Both those guys started off the fight very, very strong. Mandep unfortunately got taken down. Yuki just too strong, good positioning, took his time and submitted him.
That's what we were talking about, the difference on the ground. Mandep has a very good top game. He's very good at ground and pound and top pressure. But the minute a dominant wrestler is put on his back, it's a different story altogether.
India, America,
Germany, Afghanistan.
crazy.
Here we go. Let's go to the decision with Jared Kahaf.
Ladies and gentlemen, ref Mark Goddard called a stop to this fight after 2 minutes and 44 seconds of round one, declaring your winner, submission by the Japanese Nectar, Yuki Angdembe.
All right, Yuki. 2.5 minutes. You haven't broken a sweat, buddy. Very simple. You spoke a lot of good words yesterday. Very easily lived up to it. Was it as easy as it looked from the outside?
Look at me. I'm not even fucking sweating. Oh. So I don't training, and this is what Soma is about. Like, we don't gatekeep. We help each other grow. I remember hours time we spent during that move, and now I got that win. So this is for Haka. Rest in peace.
You keep talking about the Soma team. Come on, let's bring the team up here and just a quick look in there, man. This is the team that they talk about. Brother, come back in. You know, the man that makes so many of them as lethal as this is, and that's what it is.
Fans. But let's move on to the next fight before we head on to the co-main and the main event. Another treat for the fight fans and pure magic from the matchmakers as the heavy-handed Shamanand collides with the high IQ tactician Abhishek.